Hello, lovely ladies. My name is Cindy Monea, and I'm also known as Cindy the Tupperware Lady. I am from Grand Dora, Saskatchewan. Actually, I live on a little acreage just west of Saskatoon, and I'm the leader of the Expressions organization. So shout out to my team members that stretch from Prince Edward Island to Vancouver Island, and the bulk of the girls here in Saskatchewan and Alberta. So hello to all of my team members and to all of my my customers and friends. So anyhow, I just want to show you a product here from Tupperware. It's called the ColdBrew carafe. Now, something that's become really quite popular, come over from Europe, of course, like most things do, is cold brew coffee versus the hot coffee. Cold brew, whether it's coffee or whether it's tea, basically has a smoother flavor to your beverage, and it's not so astringent. It has less acidity. So for those of you who maybe have a little bit of tummy troubles, or you're finding that you're eating lots of Tums and things like that, cold brew is really going to help you out with that. Now don't confuse drinking cold coffee that you or cold tea that you have brewed hot and then cooled down to be the same as cold brew. Cold brew is literally brewing the coffee cold or brewing the tea cold. So I'm just going to show you here, just for a quick measure, how easy it is to do. So here is our cold brew carafe from Tupperware. So you've got this lovely clear carafe, you can see it right there, and you've got the filter, and there's two lines on here. Your first line is for filling it up to sort of a normal Americano type of a coffee. If you fill up your filter right to this line with your coffee grounds, then you're going to have an espresso. So espresso for people who love espresso, or if you want to do sort of an extra strong batch that you can dilute, like pour a quarter or half full into your coffee cup and then top it up with cold water. You can, if you want to, whether it's the coffee or whether it's the tea, is you can heat it up after it's brewed cold. But again, it's different than brewing it hot and then cooling it down. This is literally brewing it cold and drinking it either cold or heating it up, if that's the way that you prefer it. So what I'm going to do here is just show you how easy it is to do. So here is your cold brew carafe with the filter in there, and take your coffee grounds and fill it up to whichever line you prefer. It's about 1 cup to the first line. If you're doing coffee, you would do less than that with tea. I'll get to the tea in a minute. So, and then from there you would take your water and you fill it up into the carafe, and you can see how it's already with the coffee. It's not quite as obvious with the tea because it takes just a little bit longer to see it working with the tea. So I thought I would show you with the coffee and then explain to you a little bit with the tea. So here's your coffee, and you can do it overnight. So you can fill it up the night before and drink it the next morning. It takes about 5 or 6 hours to brew, so that whether that's your coffee or whether that's your tea. So literally just put the cover on top of it. It's not a seal, it's a cover. So that can go directly into your fridge, into the door of your fridge, and it's ready to go. And you can easily drink it 3 days from now. It doesn't have to be tomorrow morning. This will be good. And so then have fun with some of your beverages. So like for example, with the coffee, if you wanted to, you could take your favorite amaretto, Bailey's, whatever, and use your use your chopper blades. Whether there's 3 different sizes that we have, of course. I've picked this the middle size here, and you can put in ice cubes and whipping cream and flavoring and whatever you want to in here, and then whip it up. It's whipped coffee is absolutely gorgeous. So you can use your imagination and go there with any of the flavorings that you prefer. And then, so like I said, and have it, serve it cold over ice. You can add any sweetener that you want to, whether it's honey, whether it's sugar, whether it's sweetener, whatever. And then of course we've got our insulated thermal mugs to take things, or your insulated tumblers to keep it colder longer, whichever way you prefer to have your beverages. So with the tea, a lot of folks are familiar with the sun tea. Like, you think sort of the romantic idea of the deep south of grandma brewing her tea in the kitchen windowsill. Well, we know now that it's not a great place because bacteria, of course, loves that warm temperature, and you know, anything more than a couple of hours, you're kind of asking potentially for problems, and so you don't want to be leaving that in the windowsill for any length of time. So what you really want to do again is brew it cold in the refrigerator, 5 to 6 hours. You're ready to go. And so basically you can always just be on the next one, having them ready in advance. And so in here I've got, so you can use tea bags. You can literally use 1 tea bag for every 4 cups of water, or 1 tablespoon of loose tea for every 4 cups of water. So, and then let it sit for, like I said, the 5 or 6 hours. So you can use your regular, you know, Earl Grey, black tea, all of that kind of stuff. If you like the herbal teas like I do, then you can get your fancier teas from, you know, David's Tea or Steep Tea, or we've all got friends who have those kinds of businesses. We can support them too. And so yeah, just put your loose tea leaves or tea bag into your filter here, pour over your cold water and let it sit 5 or 6 hours, and then you can get creative with it. Say with your black teas, you would make your sweetened homemade lemonade, and do half and half black tea and half lemonade. You can add sprigs of mint leaves. Of course, right now we're not grocery shopping, we're not getting the fresh fruits and vegetables like we would normally be doing at this time during our COVID-19 stay-at-home self-isolation that we're doing. So I don't have the fresh fruits and citrus that I would normally be showing you here, but of course just use your imagination and go along with me. And the next time you go grocery shopping, make sure you pick up some extras. And the way really to keep your fruits and vegetables longer is by having Tupperware Fridge Smart containers. Fridge Smart containers are going to make your fruits and vegetables last 3 to 5 times longer than what you're used to, just, you know, putting it in your plastic bag in the crisper drawer. So you know, and then you're grocery shopping significantly less. I have not grocery shopped for 3 weeks, and I'm just running out of stuff now. So anyhow, yeah, so back to the tea. Just have your imagination. Google things. You can come up with all sorts of cold brew coffee and cold brew tea ideas. A nice fun one, summer is right around the corner. How about a sangria? Use your favorite bottle of Moscato, and you know, do a raspberry loose leaf tea, and then add in your sliced, and actually, and then you're not using water, you're using wine. And then add in your fruit and decorate it up and have a party on your patio. It can be a party for one, it can be a party for two. Just by yourself, have a little personal little spa day and treat yourself. So is what I like to say. Is there anything else that I am missing? Yeah, so just basically, use your creams, use your flavors. The gifts that you've gotten for Christmas that you maybe forgot about. People buy you the nice packages of teas and flavorings and this and that, and you sometimes forget about them, and they kind of get in the back of the cupboard or the back of the pantry or whatever. Now's the time to be experimenting and having fun. So go ahead, give that a try, ladies, and I hope you have fun with it. And just so you know, if you want to invite somebody to be a part of the Tupperware business, we have one of these as your welcome bonus as a new Tupperware consultant for the month of April. So thanks, ladies. I appreciate your time, and I hope that this was a little bit helpful for you. Have a great day.